How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 10 More Minutes. I'm Chris. This is a impromptu workflow stream. Can you guys hear me all right? I'm in a different kind of position now. I'm no longer on the couch. I'm on the computer. So I hope I swapped everything over correctly. Okay, cool. Twally, Lily, what up? I see T that you said you didn't ask us anything. How's life going? It's going fine, man. Getting some fucking work done, you know? How about you? But yeah, I figured I had to do some editing work. And this was a good way to go about showing up some of my workflow on how I go about it. So what we're going to be doing today is going over an episode of Spyro. Probably a couple episodes because I won't be going heavy into the edits or anything. I just basically, if I did no edits to it and just kind of set it up for an episode, this is how we'll go about it. So in particular for Spyro, this is how it's going to start. I believe you guys should hear it just fine. This episode was brought to you by our generous patrons. Want to vote on the next game we play? Consider becoming a patron. Because Spyro was our next Couchling's choice, this is basically how we go through in this section right here, have it all cut out and everything. Okay, cool. Then it goes right to the opening, the intro, first episode 1. Character select. But since this is going to be episode 2 now, we take that out, grab in the intro short, pop it down, bring it down to the unaffected audio area where we usually keep it. This audio area, let me see. I usually do this on multiple screens, so it's going to be a little weird for how I go about it. But we have an audio track effects, a noise gate that's automatically in there. Then we do a track EQ and a track compressor. The track EQ and the track compressor do not have anything on the specific purple 6 channel down here. So for anything that I already did the kind of pre-audio shifting and stuff for, namely the stuff that shows up in every episode, like the what would you call this? The Patreon kind of thank you. By the way, this is the old one for kindergarten. Where is it? There it is. The new one hasn't been made yet, but I'm using it as kind of a setup. So we'll take that out so I don't accidentally do it in the new one. And then this will be the short version. No character intro for there at all. So what we do from there generally is go to the 2 episodes. This one gets rid of the video and game audio. Getting rid of this one gets rid of the actual commentary audio. Then we're going to get rid of some of the edits up at the tippity top here. Now that they're out. So I do not need the TMM intro V6 Chris and Sam in there anymore. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Keep these in here. These are our typical cuss ones. In case we cuss, I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Let me get the new files and drag them on over. So I have another window where we go through and these are all our raw files. So we have the audio file and then the game and the commentary file. What I just dragged over was Spyro audio and everything for episode 2 and 2 and let's see. Yeah, just two. What software am I using? This is Sony Vegas Pro 13. Let's get in these files. Just drop them down. While it's doing that, it'll be building the peaks for the audio and everything. Go one by one. Generally, this will be the section when the game freezes up if there was any errors or anything. Then I have to handbrake the file, and that's a whole different process. But so I'll go in, normalize the game audio, which sets it to the high peaks are, I believe I have it set to -3 decibels. So it auto calculates it to 9.4. That looks about right for the waves. Then I'll go through ours, normalize 4.2, seems pretty good. Everything looks fine there. Nothing too too crazy on the spikes. Like you got a spike here in this section. You got a spike probably here in this section. That if we were going to go through and cut things out, we'd probably go on audio level those separately, but we don't need to. Hey, Fume, dropping in those corgs. Thank you, dude. So let's get started. Generally, this will be how it starts. It's just silly on their part, but if they're replacing it with something, then it's like okay. But then let us know.
Yeah, just tell people.
And we see how we got a little bit ahead there. We hit the record button, but didn't get to the and we're back yet. That section, gone. Don't need it. Out. Slide it on over to the character or the initial selection again. What I'm going to do actually up here, because I'm seeing a little bit of problems, I'm going to put it at half quality for this preview, because trying to stream and trying to do it at the same time seems like it's chugging the computer just ever so slightly. But this will be the start for the episode. And we are back.
With a little more fire in our bellies. Actually,
you know what? I'm going to put that down even lower because it's starting to chug pretty hard. Let's put it down to quarter view. See what that does. And we are back.
With a little more fire in our bellies. Well, actually, I'm kind of hungry, so never mind. I take that back.
I get very passionate.
Yeah, but we were just talking about animation stuff and dubbing. A lot of the reason why those... Like, someone broke it down for Kingdom Hearts. I forget what video it was. But they're like, yeah, they're trying to match...
So what I'm doing right here is I'm going to listen in for about the first minute and 30 seconds. Hey, Space Cats. Or so to hear any kind of cussing. Generally, that comes out of my dirty-ass mouth. And then I'll pop in a squeak for the first minute and 30 seconds.
Change for the...
This is, I'm just guessing because I don't know how long the intro is going to be for the Patreon stuff. I imagine it's going to be about this section right here for the kindergarten one that we deleted. But, you know, we'll go roughly over.
The American does it. They don't re-change it up. Just, yeah, the voice directing in 10 isn't great. I give it a pass because it's like, it's not... I've had much worse voice acting in video games.
Yes, it just feels like the voice actors are stilted.
Oh, no.
I'm going to turn this down again. Let's put it at quarter. Make it not look good. Draft quarter. That should hopefully let it start running at a frame rate that's acceptable and stop giving so many stutters.
When you know that the voice actors are good,
I really didn't change anything.
Somebody, whoever's job it was, goofed it up.
Yeah. I mean, James Arnold Taylor has gone on multiple times. You're like, it was supposed to be voice acted bad for the like laughing scene. So whenever people bring that argument,
no, I was talking about in general.
No, in general, yes. It feels very dated.
Did I run past
you can go back to the. Yeah, you can go back to the old Kingdom Hearts. Feels the same way, but that's the problem I had with Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. Like it still feels disjointed because they are still not.
If they're doing it to try and match.
Okay, so we passed by a minute and 30 seconds right here. I didn't hear any cussing in there, but if we did, I would drop down. I actually have Mike's cuss in here. I shouldn't have his in there. I'll have to swap that out later. But generally, and it's going to look pixelated on your guys' screen because I put it down to draft quarter to try and keep the resolution down for temporarily. But, you know, I'd say I want to say fuck right here. I'll go and cut down, cut into here. Drag that down to 0, and all you guys will hear is...
Whoever's job it was...
Wow, that actually kind of fit in.
All right, well, whoever's job it was...
But that's how I go about putting in the cussing for the first minute and a half. Do some Control-Z action and drop it on back. How am I liking the game so far? Spyro's fun. It's really simple, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah. That was the intention, Fume. Not specifically for you. Yay, we're streaming while you're awake. But the intention was to try it an earlier hour. Plus, I want to spend tonight watching Blind Manor with Jen, which is the, I believe it's on Netflix, kind of like secondary season of Haunting on Hill House, but it's not related. It's a completely different story. Kind of how they do it with like American Horror Story, where each season is separate, but sometimes the actors or actresses are utilized in both seasons. But yeah, I wanted to try and get that done while she's taking a nap right now. Doing an unnecessary censorship video. I've done censorships for you. Hell, I've done censorships in the past where if I censored a certain spot and it sounded like we said something bad, I would cut it out just to be like, put in a like a censor somewhere where it'd be like, and that beep guy, that beep idiot was over here just beep 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 beep, and it would just, I can't remember what video series it was. I want to say Celeste, I can't remember. But yeah, we would put them in there just as a gag. Oh yeah, Lily. Bly Manor came out today. So we were gonna watch the whole thing up until about midnight. Do you have any Switch recording software? Are you talking for the game Switch? Like the game system Switch? Yeah. I mean, it records it all. Anything with HDMI, you know? It records it all so long as it's HDMI. Not, we have a different recording, external hardware that records, what is it, RGB or what is it? The red, yellow, and white. I forget what they're called right now, but the old school inputs. I don't have a camera or anything to show you guys right now, but we do. It's just it's more trouble to fucking hook up than anything. Yeah. So let's see here. We went through the first minute and 30 seconds or so. Yeah, the Strawberry Collection portion of Celeste right now. Awesome, Lily. Yeah, that was a good story. So typically I won't do it right now, but typically I'll go through and I'll watch different sections and look for funny moments I can input.
12.
Pass through this fancy vortex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home.
This voice says return
But
home.
first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks.
See ya.
Hell yeah, that's my that's my trend.
This is your pro tag right here.
So if there was any spots I would put in any kind of edits, I won't watch the whole episode in silence with you guys, because that would be pretty damn boring. But essentially, like, what I would do is just watch it later, go through, come down to the very end, look for the beep bops and boops. Usually I can get pretty good. I can almost tell where beep bops and boops are based off of waveforms. So let's see if I can land it on this one. I think it's right here. I think it's right there. Let me see. This should be boop. Anytime.
Don't.
No?
Don't know.
I would imagine because I can't.
Let's say right
spell
here then.
Manchester.
Beautiful game though, but we'll have to come back to this.
Yeah, that platinum one. Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boop.
Okay, second try. Got it on the second try. But generally, I can tell one based off of the distance of how long. This is 20 seconds right here for the end screen section, and then based off of that and any kind of small gap, generally you see a 1, 2, 3 pattern. I usually tell. So that one's a 1, 2, 3 pattern. That one's a 1, 2, 3 pattern right there. And then we go through and we listen in onto the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, they really did a nice job of repositioning this role.
Talking a little bit.
And sometimes it cuts out the audio when it's trying to load it at the same time, because we got a lot going on right now with the software, the video rendering in the background, or at least, trying to give a live input preview in the background. Plus we're streaming. This computer's on an i5, so I'll let it load up for a second. Fume says, Lily, you passed out on the couch. We watch a couple episodes. Yeah, do it. Fume says, I got a bike finally, and riding around the UK is terrifying. Cars do not do anything to respect your space. Well, I mean, you're on a bike, man. All bikers are assholes. It's to be expected. No, I told you, Blue. I posted up and tagged everyone. No, bikers are assholes, Fume. Fuck those guys, getting everywhere, not spending gas like the rest of us.
Nice job of reimagining this world.
I'll keep doing a little bit of exploring, not to the point.
Oh man, it's really cutting into my. Usually it doesn't chug this hard, but the streaming it's really cutting into it.
Not to the point of exploring.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out the audio for it. So what I'll do generally then is I'll cut out the blank sections, make it cut to fit. I'll listen to this last section right here, see where the audio cuts out.
We'll get up to it next time.
Yeah, it'll be right about there. Slide this one over, do a little crossfade, and that'll be our last section right here where it goes through. I might be able to do this. Cut the preview down.
Yeah, they really did a nice job of reimagining this world.
I'll keep doing a little bit of exploring, not to the point of exploring, but
Yeah.
like to find the.
No, that's still cut out there. Let's see.
Find the next spot.
Did you get that chest up there?
That one was not openable. That golden one. Or it's
Oh,
like
you have the key now, so
glowing
don't go
Oh
to
yeah,
it
you're
yet.
right. Yeah. We'll get up to it next time.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll be a good 20 seconds for the last one in this section right here. Basically, when the boop goes through, there's a little slight delay. This section always starts up at the B on boop. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but
See you guys later. Beep, bop, boom.
Yeah, they really did a nice.
yeah. So generally, what we do is we'll record. We'll still keep recording after you guys hear the beep bop boop for a little bit. And sometimes we'll go for like 40 seconds and I just have to try and cut out the bits that'll sound best into the next 20 seconds between here and here. But yeah, that's generally what it looks like for doing the B-roll in the end. You know, again, I'll do like minor edits in here and stuff, but we're not going to make that part of the workflow because one, trying to watch this and make good edits while the computer's chugging is not going to work out that well. Let's see. It's tedious. It is tedious. That's why it's annoying. And generally, I don't when I'm trying to do this stuff, I don't want to do voice chat with you guys because having to listen in the background to the series. Think about if I'm checking for cussing, and then actively voice chat with you guys while I hear voices also is a lot. And I definitely can't do it when it's rendering because it maxes out the CPU at like 97%. And it's like, nope, can't even have other programs open because if it freezes, I got to start the whole thing all over again. So we'll just we'll save this down as episode 2, Spyro Reignited. We'll have some funny clips for what we're gonna put through for the like clip show that goes before for the Patreon thank you special sneak peek episode that'll be coming up in a week, next Friday. Nice file size. We'll save that as number 2. What started the beep bop boop? That's actually a pretty funny story. To me anyway. It's probably not actually funny to anybody else. But it was back in our very first series, Hotline Miami with Mike and I. I didn't know how to end the series, or I didn't know how to end the episodes, but I did know from a little bit of rendering in the past that I was able to better find where we were going to cut off for the 20 seconds for that like B-roll end clip section right here. If I had kind of like a plosive, like a snap or a pop or a B or a puh or a k, you know, plosives generally look like this, where they make like a high click sound. So beep, bop, boop. I used to do them a lot more harsh. Now I don't really need to anymore. But that was kind of my like demarcation line between, when I was able to look for them, and it made it just easier. So having the beep bop boops was always supposed to be cut, but back when I did them, I actually kind of thought that the gag for having them in there was funnier. So I kept them, and then it just kind of stuck. Excuse me. But yeah, a lot of people don't have, well, I don't have like an editing team or anyone to actually help me out. So a lot of this, if I can streamline it the best way I can, because you guys know, we put out a lot of fucking episodes. We're at like 3,200 episodes now in 3 years. I need to keep this, like, keep it moving, especially because the render time on this old rig, say I'm rendering 5 hours worth of episodes, it's going to take like 7 hours to get done. That's 7 hours I can't do anything else on the computer. So on top of, you guys just saw how long it took to render one episode, or edit one episode with no edits, just doing the front and the back end. Wasn't terribly short. But imagine doing that for now. An entire week is 14 episodes for one series, but we're not doing just one series, so there's 2 series, so that's 28 episodes. Do that 28 times every week, minimum. Easiest side of things. And it gets really tedious and just like, oh, fuck, I just need to get through this already. So that's why a lot of the time you guys won't see too many heavy edits minus on kindergarten or past episode 1, 2, or 3. Generally, I'll do the heavy edits to start and get the audience engaged. And then hopefully if they're new people, the edits are engaging enough to help draw them in along with our personalities. And then they stay for the personalities and playthrough and things like that. Because I would never get fucking anything done if I did kindergarten edits every week. With having to record every single series and edit every single series, thumbnail, metadata, upload, render times, there'd be no fucking time in my day. But yeah, catching up with chat right now. Big kudos to you for not only recording but also editing. A lot of YouTubers pay someone else to edit. Yeah, if we made enough money to pay someone the appropriate amount, because most editors don't get paid even fucking half of minimum wage, which I think is ridiculous and unacceptable. I wouldn't ask anyone to edit anything for me on a regular basis for less than minimum wage. That's fucking stupid. I think it's monstrous. I have to do it myself because it's more of a passion thing at that point. So yeah. I'd love to give up the editing side to somebody way more talented than me and who has the time and would like to do it as a paid thing, but we're not financially at that part yet. We're not there yet, you know. I do appreciate the gifts, Lily. Thank you so much. Hell says, I think the fewer edits made is better because then they're special. Yeah, no, I agree. I like that. How much would a faster computer be? We're working on that, Striker. You've sent us enough. Thank you, dude. I think we're looking at like 2,000, maybe, right now. That we're going to be hopefully around Black Friday, get some of the best deals out there to get like an i7. We're trying to debate between an i7 and an i9. Sam wants to get an i7. Mike wants to get an i7. Me as the editor, I'm like, I want the fucking i9 because it slows down my workflow. But then we looked at a lot of the like performance differences, the benchmarks between i7s and i9s. And from what I saw, just from pretty much like a computer nub, total noob, they looked like there were like single-digit benchmark differences of like $150, $200 difference between the i9s and the i7s. You know, and they vary depending on if you get like the K5297, whatever. You know, I'm a noob to a lot of that, so. But, you know, single digits upgrade is not going to make that much of a difference. So we're going to be making the whole rig probably by the end of this year, which at that point will really help with streaming. So I could actually do more of these workflow videos appropriately and not have to turn down the draft down to a quarter to its lowest 240p, and still show you guys at the same time. It'll smooth out the recording process. It'll smooth out the editing process, make everything much faster. You know, it's a quality of life and really efficiency type of thing, because a lot of my time is spent editing. You know, we do a lot of recordings, but recordings, once you hit that button, they start. Nowadays, like all the editing we have to do, because Sam does art and everything. But all the editing I have to do, if the computer chugs or it takes a second to load something, if I even click on anything, the fucking computer will freeze up and then Sony Vegas will turn off and I'll have to start it all up again and be like, where did it last autosave? Or where did I last save it? You know, and I could lose a whole bunch of progress. So it's big on our list right now to get a new computer. We're going to build it ourselves. Probably an i7 rig. I still want that i9. We're going to swap over the 1080, or what would I have? 1070 FTW graphics card until we're able to afford a 3070. But that's a huge purchase. So, plus they're sold out right now, so I can't even pick one up anyway. Are you that predictable? No, Striker, I just don't want it to seem like I'm accidentally like, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know, buy me things. That's fucking scummy. I don't want that. So I wanted to make sure that I'm like, hey, don't, no, don't. I will shut down the P.O. box. And then good luck. Catching up with chat real quick. I went on a fucking rant there. Always behind the scenes stuff is cool. Yeah. I'm trying. Just for possible art streams and speed builds. Yeah, you should do it, Lily. I think it would be great for you guys to do that as art, as artistes, you know, to be able to do that and have that option open. I think you would definitely have an audience available for you that would enjoy watching that type of stuff. Oh, man. Hey, Bev. If we buy you a new computer, face reveal then? No. You guys aren't allowed to buy me a new computer. It's way too fucking expensive. We're going to do that ourselves. I appreciate the sentiment, but no. Don't shut down the P.O. box. I'm working on something. It was a joke, Kaiser. If you have any old PC parts, hit me up. Might buy them off of you. Okay. I don't know what's getting scrapped yet. Or not scrapped, but you know what I mean. I don't know what's getting taken out of the rig. What is getting recycled. If we're going to keep the old rig. If we're going to like sacrifice parts for it. I'm not entirely sure. Face reveal on the calendar. Actually, you know what? If that calendar ever came to fruition and we still hadn't face revealed yet, I was actually going to make it thematic where I was wearing a mask or Mike Wazowskiing myself in every one of the photos. So it still didn't get revealed. Just kind of a gag of its own. But that won't come to fruition anyway. PC is hot garbage, so anything helps. Of course, Lily. I'll keep you in mind for anything that we don't use or doesn't get cannibalized for the new build. So, but then you wouldn't know if it's me. You guys wouldn't know if it was me if it was the face reveal anyway. You don't know what my face looks like, so how would you know if there's suddenly someone else's face? That's a good idea, though. I could give someone like $1,000 and be like, hey, your body is me for this calendar, right? Right. Wink, nudge, yeah. No, it's a perfect idea now. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you guys have seen my piercings and my tattoos and stuff. Let's see here. Let me load in the new episode so we can keep this thing moving. Let's get rid of that. We already saved it. Cool. Going to the next one. Again, this is what it looks like. I was just checking over here to make sure there's nothing fucking crazy right now. There's not. Okay, cool. I don't want all my secret folders showing. So basically, this is where all our files go to when they're rendered or they're edited and they come through. This is what it looks like for all our like mini files and stuff. These are the two that will be episode 3. I'll click them, drag them, set them down, and now they'll start loading into the next section. Drag that off screen again. Give them a second, and we'll go down. Just drag them in. So this will be episode 3. We'll do the save after it's all ready to be saved and completed, because with my distractible butt, I've done it in the past multiple times too. I'll pre-save it, say like, oh, this is episode 3. And then at the end, because it's my normal way of going about it, oh, episode 4. And then miscount every episode after that and have to go back and rechange everything. Oh, man, it's bad. Catching up with chat real quick. Just because the face reveal doesn't mean it's your face after all. Hey, Photoshop somebody else's face on it. Any plans to play with the Super Mario 3D All-Star stuff? Wasn't that up for Patreon vote last month, and it didn't win? What we're on? Spyro won, right? Yeah. I can't remember. It's absolutely like out of my brain right now. I'm so, like I said earlier, distractible. Just get Markiplier's new calendar and Photoshop a different face on it. That dude's got a fucking body, yo. Markiplier is fit as fuck. That guy just, mwah, chef kiss. Not into dudes, but holy shit. I can see now how some people can be. That motherfucker is like sculpted from clay. I just recently saw like somebody like freaked out about like his tattoos or something, and I think he was shirtless, and I was like, what in the fuck? That's Markiplier? Blew my goddamn mind. I'm not ignoring you, Fiam. I answered your question, right? I don't know if he has tattoos. I can't remember. You know what? I was thinking of Chris Evans. Chris Evans recently had new tattoos, and people were freaking about it over his pictures. There was another time I saw Markiplier previously that I conflated the two. Apologies. There's another time. I don't remember what it was, though. Saw Markiplier, and I'm like, that dude's ripped! Spyro 1. Yeah, thank you. Mario was close to Spyro 1. Okay, cool. Yeah. No. I misspoke. I was thinking of Chris Evans, which honestly, both of them are fucking like peak fitness. Goddamn. Did I see Jacksepticeye's glow up? I didn't. Is he like fucking jacked now, or what's going on with him? All right, so first part of this, 3.8. That's a pretty good. It's a pretty good gain level. I'm good with anything over 3, honestly, with our current settings. Let's see. You have glowed down. Sorry, Fume. Jack's getting fit. That's awesome. That's awesome. With such a sedentary life of a YouTuber, it's nice to see that people are taking care of themselves. Fuck yeah. I'm fucking happy for them. That's awesome. Good people, as I understand it, right? I don't watch their stuff, but I understand that they do a lot of good. So I'm happy that they're able to do that and stay healthy, mentally and physically. It's fucking rad. Alpha Rad? I don't know Alpha Rad at all. Like, I'm not even familiar with Alpha Rad. But if he's gotten buff, that's fucking awesome too. I'm just assuming he. Let's get back to this stuff.
And we are...
All right, so no need for this current spot. And we'll drag all those guys back over. And that's how the episode starts. Starts in there.
And we are back.
And generally, like I said earlier, this will be the section where we have the kind of like, because it was a Patreon video, you know, we'll have the thanks and everything up into this section. But this one's the old kindergarten one, so I don't want to accidentally think that it's, oh, that's the Spyro one, it's already in there, awesome, and then render every fucking Spyro one with the kindergarten opening. Because I will absolutely do it. I will do it. Alpha Rad. Yeah, if anyone wants to check out Alpha Rad, that's his link, I guess. Right, Blue? Just gonna Photoshop your face on a pretty lady body and call it good. So long as you're happy with your health and you're staying healthy, you don't have to be, peak pinnacle of fitness. I'm definitely not. So, just health is the key. You could be healthy at different weights and sizes and stuff. You have now seen a shirtless Markiplier in your Google search history. Just say it was for. Just say, oh man, it was for science. It was for science. Keep getting recommended Alpharad videos, no matter how much I actively avoid them. They keep coming back. I'm not aware of Alpharad, so I don't know if they're good or bad, but it's good to hear that YouTubers are being healthy. This is only Patreon? No, Giz. I don't know what you watch, man. Well, on our channel anyway. But that was the opening for the Patreon voted videos. Now it's gonna look all pixelated and shit, but on this little section right here. I mean, you watch kindergarten, right? This is in front of every kindergarten video. Where we say thank you and stuff. But again, because this one is not kindergarten, and my dumb brain will leave it in there, and then every render will have kindergarten thank yous in front of it. I'm going to leave it out and leave it blank for now because generally Sam makes those intros, which has saved me a fuck ton of time because my editing is slow and Sam is better, especially when he has all the art assets. So I don't have to ask him for each one and then like reshape them and change them around and move them. And yeah, Giz, we have no Patreon only videos. There are no videos behind a paywall at all. Nothing we do is behind a paywall at all. Patreon, the Patreons support us fully knowing that they get the special stuff of like being in the chat room on Discord, and they get their avatars and they get special video for when they show their couchling speed paints and stuff. But everything's public, you know. We didn't like the idea of holding stuff back from people who had the financial ability to help support us and those who didn't. I wanted to be as even across the board as we could, you know, with that type of stuff. So nothing, and we have no intention of ever making anything other than like maybe like a silly gag. I think we did like I think we released a sound check where we were just like goofing off and riffing in the background while I was doing audio checks and changing up settings. I think we released that, and then it ended up going public like 2 weeks later. But other than that, yeah. Is this Patreon overly? No. It's not. It's not Patreon only at all. No, this is everyone. It's fully public. I don't like doing that stuff unless it's something silly, and then, you know, like that. The only one I can think of, unless somebody can think of something else. Like we'll do sneak peeks of like single images or like 2-second clips, like you guys just saw recently with Spyro, but nothing else beyond that, with the intent of ever going public soon, is ever hidden behind a paywall. I hate the idea of having to pay for that. Let's listen in for the first minute and a half. I'm going to take a sip of my bev and wet my whistle. Let's listen for the cusses.
And we are back.
Indeed, we are.
I'm assuming, since Sam pointed it out, we're doing a key from
I'll just walk up to it. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe just need keys to open certain
Some of them might be keys.
Because that did have a lock on that.
Was that the last 10? That was the last 10 gems I needed.
100%
100%.
complete.
Last 10 gems. Last 10.
Back to the voice acting thing. Directors make a huge difference.
Absolutely, and that's what I think was
Directors and editors.
was the deal with
10?
with
For
10.
sure.
I think the voice director didn't jive with it or something, or they.
I also think like they may have even done a good job in the booth and it came out well, but the person that blended it into the game and then took that had weird cutoffs.
Could be that. Yeah. Just some of the line delivery is
It's
definitely
just
off, which could
stilted,
be an
yeah.
editor thing.
It
But
also
there's
might just been one of those things like they didn't have the animations to look at. So when they delivered the
I fucking
acting,
clear
they
my
didn't
throat a
realize
lot.
how the character was actually going to be emoting.
Yeah.
So it creates
again,
a dissonance.
That's why I think like voice director didn't really do something accurate or
Something, yeah.
If it's
Okay, that's pretty good. That was the first minute and a half on there. I didn't hear any cussing. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Blue. We did have the Patreons as the quote unquote test subjects for the first test stream. But to clarify, that was never locked out for anyone to watch. It was just one announced on the Patreon Discord channel. And then two, it was probably only patrons because nobody knew we had a Twitch yet. so only the only people who were aware of it, even though it was publicly available, were patrons. You're now out of the swear zone. Yeah, the no swear zone. Darren DePaul voiced like a dozen of the dragons. Oh, that's awesome. So Sam and I, you'll hear us talking about voice acting for like the first 4 episodes. And we go to like Final Fantasy X, 10-2, talk about how the voice acting in this game is really incredible. Very well animated as well, with the way that the characters move and kind of body language along with what they're saying. So it gets us on this topic that lasts for like an hour or like 4 episodes. And that's kind of what you're hearing in that first minute and a half. And I don't want to spoil too much in the rest of the episodes, what we're focusing on and talking about. But let's see here. This looks like it's a voice section.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect
Of
treasure.
course.
Got it.
I am curious though. I wonder why they.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Yeah. I wonder.
So we kind of try and give them their time because I didn't know this because I didn't play Spyro as a kid. They really don't have a whole lot of time on screen, so we have to give it to them. He looks like Play-Doh. Well, yeah, it's all pixelated right now. I mean, I can make it not look like Play-Doh. Let's see. It's gonna like lag up the system slightly. There. But trying to play and make edits while it's doing that really slows things down. So just for keeping it moving, let's go down to draft quarter. It's gonna blurify it a little bit. It's getting blurified. But then generally, let's see here. Let's see if I can land this one. Oh, let's see. 20. I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking. Where would that beep bop boop be? I've gotten real fucking lazy about it. Where is it? All right, gotta make a fucking guess sometime. I'm gonna guess right here.
No.
Nope,
Okay.
not it. It's right here.
What you need to do is just go to that one. Go to Dry Canyon. I don't think we explored.
We
that.
haven't
Yeah.
done dry.
Damn,
But
not
we'll
there
have to
either.
Come back next time.
Right here.
Beep, bop, boo.
Oh man, I'm off my game. Cut that out. Got the video out. Slide the next 20 in. Slide that down. Put that right there. And let's listen to what it is. Anytime you want to interact with me, software, don't freeze up on me. You freeze up on me midstream, you'll make me look bad.
Yeah, even Spyro's prance animation's really good too.
Oh, he's got a lot of life.
Yeah, a lot of nice little bounce to it. I honestly don't know. I think once you get enough of those orbs, it gives you a new. But I think that's what the circle is.
Yeah.
So as you fill it up, I know that we've just been noticing because now we have 14.
And that's pretty much how we do it. We unblock that. And that's an episode, almost. It's like 98% there because I need that intro from Sam once he's done doing it for the new Patreon stuff. But yeah. Blue, I have no regrets for dragging you out of isolation. That's what you get. Whoa. The audio for the game is broken on Jack's playthrough of this? That's ridiculous. Oh, man. What's for dinner tonight? Dinner for tonight. Jen is making it. Let's see here. Stupid software made me look bad. Ooga booga booga. What was she making? What is she making? She's making butternut squash soup. I don't particularly like it, but it's a favorite of hers. And it just started getting a little colder this week. When I say colder, I mean like 75. So she's like, I really want it's soup season, plus it's fall. So she's gonna do like a butternut squash soup with some chicken drippings that we have to kind of thicken it up. I think that's it. I think it's really good. Oh, and some crusty sourdough bread that we might make garlic bread. It's just for dipping. But it's gonna be good for her anyway. I'm not super fond of it. She makes it incredibly well. It's just I'm a fucking carnivore. So not having meat in a dinner, it doesn't feel like it's honestly a dinner. And I know that's stupid and harsh and not right and honestly not really viable in the fucking world that we live in nowadays, or at least not viable is not the word I'm looking for. Probably not ethically sound, maybe. But that's me, you know. So, working on it. Let's get some episodes in here. Knits aggressively. You go at your own pace, Lily. It's going to be back up to like 95 in 2 days, 3 days. So, like I've been telling you, it's still warm as fuck over here. No rush. Like I said, when I said it was getting cold, I meant 75. Like it's starting to actually cool down. But then we're just gonna get another mini heat wave, you know. Normalize 9.4. Usually the normalization for the game is pretty good. Outlast was a little different. Outlast has really low lows and high highs. So it was something I had to kind of go through and like click here and bring this midsection up, you know. But Spyro has it mostly even throughout, or at least acceptably even, because we have... and I never showed you guys the track EQs and stuff. We don't have a track EQ on the game audio, but we do run a compressor that helps try and even things out. Anytime the audio goes over a threshold of 10, and we usually keep this pretty much the same settings across all games, but you'll see it start jumping across here.
Kind of want to watch the.
Anytime the game audio goes over 10, like those little red blips right here.
I believe it's literally.
I was hoping to do like a ground pound, but yeah, I think that was where
Mario.
the birds.
Let's see.
Or were hanging
Right there.
Haha!
What's happening is it's lowering it down 10 degrees or 10. Let me see if I can say this appropriately. It's lowering it down 10 decibels. Anything over 10 decibels is six times lower. I don't know. I'm no audio fucking genius. So I probably verbally threw that up, and a bunch of audio people out there are like, what in the fuck is he saying? None of that's right. It's like, yeah, probably. But anytime it goes within negative 10 decibels, it lowers it down by 6 times to give it more of an even kind of flow. That's how I understand it. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, and I am wrong, I can guarantee it. But we do the same thing too for our voices, except we add a little bit into the EQ. Thank you for the follow button, Stab. We do a little EQ stuff on our end. One, we have and we're working with the Shure SM7Bs, my 2 microphones that we have. But we're also working on, let me look and see if I can get this right, DBX 286Ss, which are pre-processor. What do they technically call them? Preamp and processor, yeah. So we can change up our bass and our treble and our highs and lows and where our noise gates are and things like that before. But even then, we do a little post-audio processing to bring up the lows just ever so slightly in these frequency ranges right here. Bring up our mids a little bit so we don't sound so flat, and bring up our highs just a tiny bit to kind of like countercorrect. There's probably a way better way to go about that. And I probably have the fucking waves all off, but honestly, I am fine with the way we sound, and I think it sounds pretty close to how we sound in real life. A little bassier because we want to kind of be like right there in your guys' head with you, but not quite like podcast, radio voice type of deal. That's what we go through. Those are already automatically set. That's also why it's on channel 5. Channel 5 is our commentary audio, where this whole track right here across the bottom, the teal color, cyan color maybe, I don't know, the blue one, that whole section is affected by these settings. Then you go up to here, that whole section right here is affected by these settings, and then in game, it's not audio, so it doesn't have any of those settings. It has different filters and stuff that we can add in, like we do like witness protection. Let me see. Witness protection I just recently had to do on near the final episodes of Outlast, because the naked twin brothers fucking show up, and I had to censor their peepers. But what you guys can see here is the blur. I can blur out his face if I want. He's under witness protection. He snitched out the mob, so we need to make sure that he is A-okay and nobody could ever recognize him. He's got no other recognizable traits about him at all. So I'm just gonna blur out his face right there. But if we need it bigger, we need to blur out more. Oh God, like he's got a tattoo on his arm and his face. There we go. Got all that blurred as well. You know, we can go through and we can move the positioning, the shape, all that other stuff. Go through, change up the block size for the pixelization. So we get me, you're like, oh man, we need to make him super safe. Fucking turn him into Minecraft Steve. There we go. Got him right there. You could also change up the source randomization. A whole bunch of cool stuff that you can do with the filters and everything in Sony Vegas. I don't know too much of it. I only know what we've been able to use for edits and stuff in the past. I'm sure that you can make some crazy shit with some of the stuff that's in here. You know, change up the sharpness, sepia tones, invert the colors, you know, put in time codes for like countdowns and stuff. Yeah. Fill lights, glows, add noise. We don't usually use much of that, so I don't have a whole ton of experience fooking around with it. Get out of my head, Chris. I'm trying to catch up with chat real quick. Wouldn't that just be not safe for work? Well, I don't know. Like, I didn't blur their peepers when I was getting chased through the hallways by their naked asses, because that would have been too much time. And then really, when I saw them chasing me down the hallway naked, I was like, you know what? They're not going to be on camera too long. Plus, you get the fear shakes, and I mean, who can really make out pee-pee at that point? Awesome, Kaiser. I'm glad that the sound quality is great. It didn't used to be great, and I've probably spent at least 100 hours fucking going over and trying to tune in the audio and stuff. Question for Outlast, am I going to play Whistleblower? Yep, we will. I had a secret game that I was going to play. That's why the schedule is blurred. That I was going to play with Mike, but I can only get Mike over once a week, and I'm not going to be able to fit it in. So in lieu of that game, we're going to be playing Whistleblower, which, as I understand, it's only 2.5 hours, so we should finish it in 3.5 tops, which is like a full week. Oh God, chat, hold up. Naked peepers. Butt murdering in that context. Fun fact, in the episode that I do blur the Naked Brothers, the Naked Twins peepers, I do not blur one of the butt cheeks just after, as I'm entering the church. Light possible spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Outlast, but I kind of figured most people did. The floop noodle. Oh my God. Thought it was a scanning error? Oh, no. The blur? No, that was just me. All right, let's get these first minute and 30 seconds. Let's find and we're back in here.
And
let me turn this down again back to draft quarter so it doesn't fucking tank the entire process.
And we are
All right, minute and a half here. Let's listen first to the
That sounds
F-bombs.
like a Mario game.
The Chris
Dry
cusses.
Canyon.
No, you have to double the words like dry canyon.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
can't just be dry canyon.
Jump.
Cheers to all you.
It has to be on the Banjo-Kazooie type, Mario type level stuff.
Wet waterworks.
Waterworks. But yeah, even though I didn't play a lot of Spyro
Delish.
games, I've always loved Spyro's design. I've always thought it was a fun character. You throw a mascot in there, I'm usually pretty down. I loved Ape Escape though. That was one of the games that I did play a lot on the PlayStation. I never like completed it, but I remember throwing a bunch of time
Jay.
into Ape Escape.
I think
And
I
Mega Man
completed Ape
Legends.
Escape. I never owned it,
Yeah.
but my godbrother did. And while I was over there, I think that was the only thing I really had.
Ape
to
Escape
do.
for Smash. Let's go. Give me another one of those.
Oh, jeez, they're tracking.
If you want Minecraft Steve, fine, you got him. Now give me Spike.
Is that his name?
That was the main character that stole the monkeys. Oh, I'd love if one of the monkeys just appeared as like a
Well, I mean, that
assist
would
character.
probably be, the monkeys would probably be his
Assist
his,
trophy?
his
All right, so no cusses in the first minute and a half. That's good. A-okay with me. What am I drinking tonight? This is Vodka with... I'm trying to remember. I mixed it with matcha grapefruit tea, and I think it's peach tea as well. And then some like cherry Mio. So it's fucking... It's a smorgasbord of flavor up in there. I needed to make it sweet. I'm looking at spikes. This looks like it's the biggest spike right here. Really? Where'd it go? Right there. Properties 3.0. I could probably take that out and get the audio just a little bit more even. Please only bump it up to like 3.4. No, it still kept it at 3. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to goof with it then. I'll just go back. If it's only going to keep it at 3 anyway, there's no point in making cuts and having sections where it might fuck up. All right. This got to be the beep bop boop, right? Got to get one of them right. Any day. Yeah, I got it. That was the beep bop boop. Okay, so.
Beep, bop, boop.
Yep, that was it. Got one of them. Oops. I had both tracks selected on that one. There we go. Put that in place. Drop off that backside of the audio, and we'll listen into the last 20 seconds to get it.
What if it's that room?
Sam tends to do this thing, and I've made fun of it recently for the Paper Mario Origami King episodes. I don't know if they've went live yet. If they haven't, it's this week. That's coming up tomorrow. But he has this tendency to tongue clack or tongue click when he goes to B-roll or he just starts talking. He'll tongue click. So since I had to be listening in for the first minute and a half for cussing anyway on some of the videos, I inserted tongue click verbally in text anytime he did it during the Paper Mario episodes, and it's fucking everywhere for that first minute and a half for like 14 episodes. But I've teased him on it in the past, but you guys will hear it here, and I could even see it. I can tell when he tongue clicks. But this is a tongue click, and you'll hear it right after the beep bop boop. Come on. I clicked it. There. Oh, don't you fucking shut down on me, Sony Vegas. There we go. Let me back it up a little bit. So everything that I do, that you guys are seeing done on screen, it's probably delayed by like 3 to 5 seconds just because the computer is chugging right now. So if I do anything in between the times where I see it freeze, it'll fucking shut down the software and I'll have to start all over again. This is why I really want that i9. Anyway, here we go.
Beep, bop, boop.
What if it's that room?
Let's get that one more time right here, right in here. Let me just do this. Oh, Samuel.
What if it's that room?
Let's cut that out. We don't need that in there. There was an episode where I remixed our voices at the very end and made like a little beat or a song out of them. It was forever ago. God, I can't even remember what series it is. But we try to do little silly things in the B-roll sometimes. Just because most of the time nobody fucking watches them. I took the quality back down. I actually turned the quality off right now because during the... let me turn it back on. During this section, because of the glow in the background, do you see how it's kind of changing brightness ever so slightly? That just chugs the computer. So generally, I'll turn off the background, and it'll help with the frame rate playback. I appreciate that, you guys. I can see when people tune out of episodes, generally on an average. So anytime it's like beep, bop, and people are gone by then. It's like, fuck. Okay. I get it. But we try to insert like little fun little jokes or something in there at the end every now and then for people who pay attention.
Or if it's that room, aren't the red ones worth 5?
Oh, it's chugging. Come on.
I don't know.
Now I did a tongue click, or I did a lip click there on that one. That's what that one was.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yep,
Did you
that was
see
me.
a red one somewhere?
I was just curious. Like, it's probably what we missed. It's probably just one of the red ones. I would just clack up and fly out of here, and if we see it, we see it. If we don't, we can fly out of here, and if we see it, we see it. If we don't, we
That's
don't.
what I'm thinking, yeah. What's 5?
Gotta make it fit right here. Damn it.
Okay, but we're not going for that.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
Is there any below that edge to you?
Let me see if I can. Oops. Let's see if I can drag that just ever so slightly to the left so we can make it fit into the 20 seconds right there. That should be good. A little crossfading.
Just climb back up and fly out of here, and if we
Yeah, it sounds natural enough. Back that out. And episode saved. Episode 4. It's not a YouTube tracker. He's just in your head. YouTube is doing this weird thing where it's not showing that I actually watched a video, even despite watching it to the very end. It does that. It's been a thing for, at least for me, for a long time. I'll watch a video, and it won't show up with the red like bar, like watched up to this point or anything at the bottom. And I'll be like, wait, this feels familiar. Here's the problem with it, though. YouTubers have been, well, I hit my elbow on the desk. Some YouTubers have been taking advantage of it in a way that I don't blame them for, but they've been taking advantage of it by a couple hours after uploading their videos. They'll have changed the thumbnail. So you're like, wait, that sounds familiar. Did I watch that? I don't know. I don't recognize the thumbnail. And then you'll click it again, get another view, give the YouTuber another view. The problem is that it hurts their watch time in the long run. But I mean, I've only seen it with big YouTubers, so it's got to fucking help them out somehow. It's really not shady. They're chasing the algorithm, and that's, you got to fucking play. You got to play to pay, or pay to play. Yeah, that's not what I'm going for. You have to play the game sometimes. And what this all came out from was that YouTube was doing A and B testing with thumbnails at the time. I think it was something like 5 or 10%. I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass. But I think it was 5 or 10% of new uploads. They were letting you upload your own thumbnail, but automatically for a certain period of time, your thumbnail would not be what they showed to other people. They would have kind of like an auto-made thumbnail. And they were doing A and B testing behind the scenes to test out what thumbnails worked for what to help teach the algorithm. And in the end, a lot of YouTubers were like, yo, like I spent hard time and work on my thumbnails. If you're going in behind my back not letting me know that you fucking changed them over, that's shady as shit. So I think a lot of YouTubers in counterpoint to that, and this is just my take, it might not be. I'm not a big time YouTuber, so I don't know, I don't know all the ins and outs of how they go about things. We don't have a production team to do that or watch over stuff with us. But I think they went and changed it a couple hours after, one, to make people be like, oh, I don't know if I've seen this one or not. And they'll see the new thumbnail and get extra views. Or it might have been a counter thing to try and counteract the A/B testing. I don't know. That's kind of my little conspiracy theory thing for it. But I don't know. Yeah, weenus shot. I dinged my weenus on the elbow right there. Or on the elbow. Fuck me. On the desk. Yeah, catching up with chat, guys. Why are there numbers in my ass? There's numbers everywhere. We're in the Matrix. The algorithm is why you have to do 2 times the video's editing, right? No, not exactly. There's a lot of reasons we have to do that, but we chase the algorithm too. We do it, but we try and do it in ways that it's fair for viewers as well. Not a big time YouTuber gets 20,000 subs. We're not considered big with 20,000. It's pretty small. One long weenus. here, let's do this. Since we're done with that episode, did I already save it? Fuck me, did I already save it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was 4. So let me do this then. Let's go to our social blade. I'm doing it off screen real quick so I don't pull up any shady shit. Let's check out social blade here. This looks like it shouldn't goof with, it shouldn't reveal any information or anything about us. Yeah, it's not all about numbers, but since we were mentioning numbers, we'll go over it a little bit. God, we did break 3,200 uploads. Man, I haven't been caught up on this stuff in a while. So, yeah. This is a publicly viewable thing, Social Blade, so they track a whole bunch of stuff for every channel. If you guys were interested, this is how we rank. We're almost in the top 500,000. But and this is some fucking bullshit. It's so off. But yeah, this is how we rank up on there. Looking at our daily views and stuff like that. It's nice to track this. We kind of have to chase it if we're gonna be part and parcel of playing in the game. But yeah, this is kind of our growth over time. This was Hollow Knight, I believe. Right here, the original one. This was, ooh, what was this? Godmaster, I want to say. Looking at these trends, this was when we were on Gaming Creator of the Week on YouTube. Right here, September, and then October and November, we kept it going for a little while, and then wham! Every year in January, fucking YouTube tanks channels. I don't know why. I fucking don't know why. If you look at any YouTuber on Social Blade, I'm pretty damn sure you will see a drop off in January of 2020 for everyone. And I don't know how or why or what caused it. What up, Raz? But it was fucking, yeah, man. It was kind of sad going from bringing in the new year, thunk, hitting that fucking wall. But then we've been bringing it back up a little bit, you know. I'd love to hit these numbers again. And video views have been pretty decent, you know. But yeah, that's our stuff. That's us. Look at that, pretty swifty. You didn't have a drop off, but dropping off some zeros pretty impossible. That sucks. Oh man. Check out Mr. Beast on Social Blade. Yeah, no, Mr. Bleed. You could grow like crazy if you just start giving away money and cars and shit. Absolutely, you can do it. Yeah, if you ever want to grow huge, just start giving away thousands of dollars. I heard that's the way. Let's see. Where's the next episode? Pull this one in. Wham! Oh, that's a shorter one. Okay. Do the disable stuff. Normalize the audio. Looking for that 9 or 10 range. We got the 10.3, not too shabby. And we'll normalize the audio here. 3, I wanted a little bit higher, but 3 is an acceptable range. I'm not going to go in and pick off all these highs either. So, yeah. Just be rich, that's how you win at YouTube? No, that is. Yeah, it absolutely is. You just start chucking money at stuff. Viral campaigns and everything. Oh, we started early. There we go. Cut that out. Drag it over. Listen for the first minute and a half while I take a sip of water. Water.
And we are back. There you go. Where's Balloon? Yeah, there he is.
Guys, yes. Go check him out.
We have the 1,200 that we need to go to that bad boy.
I
Take us
can't
out of here.
believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure.
Me too.
Is it stolen?
Up aboard for the Magic
stolen
Crafter's
by the
world if
enemies.
you're ready.
Oh yeah. Go to the magic crafters.
Well, we got something else here that we need to do, right? Oh, shoot!
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of worlds
Did
that
we
we
do
haven't
this
done.
one?
Ha! I said shoot. Avoided the cussing.
And the guidebook.
Yeah, we haven't done Ice Cavern.
Yeah, just break them up. So yeah, let's check out Ice Cavern.
And then there's the other wall, and then we'll go to the next one. We don't need to collect everything, but I do believe it's
yeah.
going to be like, no, you need 1,800 jewels in order to...
If we don't do it now, we're gonna need it later, and then we're gonna hit a wall and be like, well, I guess we're going back to all these worlds we skipped.
Just like every
could.
collectathon. It's
Yeah.
like, well, unless you get at least like 50% in every world,
You're gonna
need to go back and then find out where you missed. And
Oh, there's that.
Minute and 37 reached. I love how they have interactable. You can like shoot fire in the loading screen and stuff. It's really cool. Because I imagine the loading screens back then were crazy long. Wow, did I beep up super late on this one? I think I did. I think this is it right here. Let's listen. Any day. I think that was it. I'm gonna put all my ducks in a row here with this one. Let's see. Come on. Any day.
next area. Later. Beep up.
Punch that.
Yeah, it was. Ha ha. Second one in a row. Got it. Nice. Oh, come on. Don't freeze up on me. Don't freeze up on me. You go away, you fucking circle. Okay. That worked out. We're good there. Oops. Deleted the whole fucking file. I think I hit D instead of S. Gotta be careful when you're tapping that D. And let's check out this B-roll. Turn off that file.
Punch that little goblin in the face.
I'm going to punch him right in his dang face.
Just show him who's boss. Give those eggs back. Shouldn't be stealing my children.
Yeah, shouldn't be stealing the future generations of the... Oops, he grabbed the gem because I got close. Shouldn't be stealing the next generation of dragons. The females are already so rare, as we've
Yeah,
seen.
what are you doing?
A joke on the fact that you guys haven't seen it yet, but we haven't seen any fucking female dragons in this game at all. Now, we're not done with the game, so don't spoil it. Maybe there are. But we found male dragons, or male-presenting dragons. We found eggs. We haven't found any female-presenting dragons. So either they're like the frogs that, you know, can change their gender to meet the sustainability of if there's too many males or too many females or whatever, or they're all egg-laying. Catching up with chat, guys. I tap the D often. You know, sometimes when I'm not looking, I accidentally do. Did it found your social blade? It's to be determined. To be determined is what it'll say if you don't have enough numbers for them to measure. What up, Doc? Control Alt 4 auto edits the entire video. Yeah, you know. I'm pretty new to gaming and computers. Think I'll do that. The females haven't hatched yet. Oh, that's got disturbing implications. How do I accidentally tap the D? Well, you can accidentally tap the D by not looking at where you're fingering, and your neck is kind of craned slightly to the left. You know, you got to be aware of where you're fingering, just so you don't accidentally tap it. The D. Let's see here. That was episode 5, so we can go ahead and save that. Episode 5. Put it right there. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. There we go. Wow, did we really only get 7 episodes? We only got 7 episodes so far. Shit, this one's only going to be like a 20 episode or tops, I think. Totally didn't do that on purpose. Missed one recently? Missed what? Were you talking to me, Blue, or somebody else? Oh, yeah, totally, Jay. Totally. 8.9. Audio's a little low on that end. Ooh, 1.9. Nope, that means there's a spike somewhere. Let's start it and... Oh, you're speaking to Doc? Yeah.
And we...
That's the start of it. Well, 1.9 is an unacceptably low area. Let's find the spike. There it is, right there. Cut it out. 2.7, still really low. Sam must have been eating his fucking mic and snapping his fucking tongue all around earlier. Let's see.
okay. The flight mechanics are a little weird in the supercharged state.
Yeah, there's another one. Let's get that 2.7. That's fine. There's the other spike. Let's cut this one out. Bop. 4 is a little high. I might drop that down. 5.7 is definitely high. Let's drop that down a good 1.2. What was this one at? 4. We'll drop that down. We'll drop that down 0.7. Those look like they should be fine. Let's listen in for the first. Oh, you're heading out, LJ? See you later, dude. I should probably catch up a chat before I stop talking for a minute and a half while we listen in, right? Oh, totally, Jay. Stranger says they have candy. They want to give it to you. It's probably more in the car with the puppy that they're looking for. Yep, that's it. All right, let's listen in for the first minute and a half, see if we can find any Chris cusses.
And we are back. Let's grab
Take
this
down that.
gunner.
Real quick, did you guys hear the fucking hamsters turning? Did you guys hear it? Listen again.
Let's grab
Take
this
down that.
Yep, did you hear them? They're typically like right after Sam stops talking right here.
Let's grab
Take
this
down that.
Yep, I smelt smoke. Smelt toast.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your
God, those
destiny.
gnarly
Destiny?
teeth.
I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and
Look
collect
like a
the
Doom
treasure.
character.
The dragons totally know too. Like they're like it's just a collect. I'm like chill, dude.
We know exactly what game we're making.
Yeah. Hey, we know, we get it, we understand.
I think you have to fly over and just kind of.
Oh, I'm trying. Yeah. Come here, fucker.
Fucked up. Well, at least it's a good. You know what? I just saw the future, and I knew I needed to show you guys how censorship worked again.
Come here, fucker.
Okay, so this one right here is the fucker.
Fucker.
Let's go ahead. We can keep the ER in there. See how it do.
Come here, fucker.
No. Let's go back. Let's cut out a little bit more ahead and behind.
Fucker.
Because that F is silent, doesn't register as like an audio thing on there. Let's do that. Try that out.
Come here. Fucker.
Yeah.
All right. Come here. Fucker.
Well, that'll be it. That's how you do the censor in the first minute and 30 seconds. Not hard at all. You just drag it in. This is already set, so I already have it preset. So it's let's see, what is it? Straight unmatted alpha channel. So if you don't have the straight unmatted, what is it? None, or is it undefined? Undefined. It shows up as no black background, but I saved it as a GIF file. And GIF files have, or no, I saved it as a PNG. PNGs have no background. They have transparent backgrounds. What the fuck am I doing? Right click. There we go. But in order for that to show up in Sony Vegas, you need to have the alpha channel as straight unmatted, and then that'll allow the rest of it, other than the part that you had saved, go to a transparent background.
Come here. Because the turn radius is kind of. There we go. Yeah. Some of them aren't chases then.
Yep.
Wait, did he not give me an egg?
Yeah, the key though, so you can find. You got the egg, yeah.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta find the thing you gotta unlock.
There's a chest over
right
here.
there.
But there's 2 of them.
Yeah, just go for that one.
And that's a minute and 30 seconds, so we listened in long enough. I really think the algorithm, or at least used to, someday it'll change, and then we'll get popped for all of our fucks. But that day is not today, so hopefully we get away with it for as long as we can. They only check for like the first minute or so, the algorithm does, because they don't have enough time to check every video for length. I'm sure they'll have like a quick scan algorithm someday, but up until then we get to cuss outside of a minute and 30 seconds. The extra 30 seconds is just for my own sanity, I guess. You're gonna make me say fucker in a high-pitched voice as a ringtone? I mean, I can make you one if you want. In fact, we can do that as soon as we're done with this episode. Let's see. Let me find... I think this is the beep bop boop. Even with the line through it, I think I can tell with that right hand waveform. I think that's it. Let's see. Judging it. Come on. Yep, that was the boop. Damn. Third in a row. I can still do it. Let's see.
Let's get this guy real quick. Hi, buddy. It's good to fly over. Hit you.
Got it.
It's okay. Got it, though.
We'll
it?
have to
That
be
was
back,
everything?
yeah, next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boop. I see why these fairies are for that.
Oh, see? As soon as it hit to that screen with the blue glow, the audio cut out because the program was trying to fucking keep up, and the computer was like, no, I only have an i5 quad core, fucking 4th red. Help me. Give me that i7.
I see why these fairies are for that. So you could just...
Oh, it's still chugging out. Probably because at this point it's already built up so much like VRAM memory that it's having to actively dump while also write down the new data. That's my thought process.
Please.
Nope, still cutting it out. God damn. Go back. Any day, program.
Please type Spyro.
Yeah,
There you go.
'cause-
Because then they just bring you right back to the chart spot.
Yeah.
They expect you're not going to be able to land a lot of
I think
those.
we have everything here too.
I think we...
Exit level, yeah.
I mean, minus gems, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll just be able to exit level. I'll keep roaming around post-episode to see if there's anything new, but otherwise...
Okay, so we'll cut it at the new. See if there's anything new. But where am I gonna cut just a little bit of length out? Try right there. To make it line up.
Here too.
I think we...
Nice, cool. More cause, more better, right? Save as episode 6. That's cool. i5 is not good enough. No, it wasn't. This computer was made like fucking 6 years ago, I think. And even then, it was made moderately, you know. But yeah, that's why we're trying to. Also, the motherboard. God, what is the socket? 1150, 1151. I think it's an 1150. They're not really making them anymore. Now they're moving on to the fucking. I don't even know what they're called. Mike and Sam know what the new sockets are called. But in order to try and future-proof, we were thinking about maybe moving over to the new socket. But we'll see. The new socket's it's very new still, so God. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts in building this shit, so it's freaky. Especially when you're spending a lot of money on it. Let's go and let's minimize this. There we go. Let's go ahead and I'll do that audio for you guys. Let's open up another window. Let's get Audacity in here. Where you at, Audacity? Where you popping out? There you are. Hi, Audacity. How's it going? Take a sip of my bev. Ugh. Got a piece of ice in my mouth. Hi, Audacity. So what are we looking for here? We want a high-pitched fucker? Is that what we're going for? Let's try it. fucker. All right. Let's get a little pitch shift in there. Where are we at? Pitch shift. We're at an A. I have only the most manly of voices. And we'll move it up to B. Let's preview it. What's it sound like?
Fucker.
Okay, we'll do that. Is it loud enough you guys can hear it?
Fucker.
Not high enough? Let's see. Effect. Let's... I don't know if... How do I... Let's do this then. Let's do this. Let's I'll save the file. We'll export it. I'll add it on and I'll do it over here. No, we don't use Audacity to record videos and stuff. We use the Elgato software. Let's see. I'll just save it to desktop. Export. Audio. Desktop. HP fucker is what we're going to call it. There we go. And close it down. Save changes, no. Minimize that. Let's move HP fucker over this other screen so I can actually drag and drop as necessary. Bam! And we'll put it not on the game track. God, look how tiny that cute little damn fucking waveform is. Let's bring them up. 15. Ooh, that's going to be a loud one. This is going to be a loud one. Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1.
Fucker.
Still doesn't feel that high. Let's see if I can pitch shift without breaking the goddamn program even further. Let's see. Where the hell is pitch shift in here? There we go. Semitones, preserve duration, definitely. I don't usually do it in Sony Vegas. Let's try shifting it up.
Fucker. Fucker.
All right. I don't know if the sense to shift pitch does really do anything for me. Let's move that to high too. I don't know what it does, but fuck it.
Fucker.
What's it sound like at 12? It's not even intelligible anymore. All right, let's do fucking 6.
Fucker.
7?
Fucker.
I like 7. Let's try 8.
Fucker.
I like 7. I like 7. Still got enough of the original.
Fucker. Fucker.
There we go. Well, if you want to clip that, you want to save the audio to yourself, here you go. I'll loop it for you.
Fucker. Fucker.
Oh, you need it louder? Well, here we go. Full blast, baby.
Fucker. 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 Fucker.
That's all you get. I'm going to get popped by the YouTube algorithm as soon as this goes up. All right, let's get that out of there. We don't need that anymore. A little fun on the side. Yes to all. Drop that out. Let's get this last episode ready for rendering. Once it'll all be ready to go once Sam gives me that intro animation stuff. Oh yeah, that's just it too. I have to have it on headphones right now because it would echo in the mic. Other channels like Game Grumps, they don't listen with headphones on. They have it low on their TV, but they also have I think they have double $2,000 shotgun mics from. Ooh, I want to say they're Rode mics. But they're super good at isolating a specific area. But they have the luxury of being able to do that. We don't. Although we have fucking stellar mics. They are not built for that. 4.9, hell yeah. That's what I like to see on the decibel range.
And we...
Click those out. Click it back in. Listen for the first minute and 30 while I take a sip. If you guys are serious about actually getting like a ringtone that has me saying something, close that down. Where is it? I'd be willing to entertain the idea. If you guys like. Maybe we'll do like a recording stream of them or something like that. Add them to another stream or something. Let's see. Only if you guys will use them, though. I'm not here to just say a bunch of fucking garbage. I want to actually see them put to use.
And we are back.
Just in time for some Spooktober spiders.
Ooh, he's made of rocks and stuff.
He's got rock legs.
I like his. Oh god, they're so expressive. The eyes, like
Some say he's as hard as a rock.
Sam, was that a penis joke? Sam? Was that a penis joke? Sam? Jesus Christ. We make this show for all ages.
Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. Time to run.
Yep.
Time to run.
Probably have to hit him in the butt.
Yeah. I just don't.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not a child. Not at all. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. We like to have fun here.
Yeah. I just don't think you can travel across like the light ledges. Yeah.
I haven't had this much fun editing in a long time.
Oh, no, it's not a deal.
You just run
He's
past
just
him.
running around. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past him.
Yeah, just forget him.
No point.
I mean, at most, what do you get? More
Nothing.
HP?
It doesn't even HP it. Oh, Jesus,
Yeah,
dude.
I think they're just invincible at things that you can't break down.
Probably run around, yeah.
Probably.
Make you panic. People don't like spiders, so yeah, run away from them. Now, it might be a little bit more than that, but he's back. There we go.
Yep. So I think what they're actually acting as is checkpoints. So when you respawn,
Yeah.
fairies are like, hey,
Can't jump on them. Like,
No.
jump.
Okay, that's a minute and 30. That's good enough to listen in on that. Oh, trust me, Lily. I've been in here listening to the same audio again and again and again and again and again countless times. But you're right. It is more fun to listen with friends. Put them together. Ooh. Where did I... Oh, this is going to be a hard beep bop boop. I think it's right here. I want to say it's right here. You know what the good indicator is? I think that's a Sam tongue click right there. You know what? I'm just gonna say, yeah, it is. Check this out. Watch this. Tell me I didn't do 3,200 plus of my own goddamn episodes. Listen in, children. Well, when the software wants it to.
Later. Love y'all. Beep bop boo.
Yep. That goddamn, he does it every fucking time almost. God damn. No matter how many, I've told him since year one. Like, hey man, you tend to make this click sound. Honestly, that might have been where fucking, hey, unknown username. That might have been where Beep Bop Boop I got the idea from. He probably clicked his tongue so often that I saw the waveform. Oh, geez. I think I just had a revelation. He probably clicked his tongue so many times that I saw the waveform and used it as a good idea for where to cut, and the Beep Bop Boop became kind of a waveform pattern that I was able to look out for easy cutting. That, I guarantee you, that was probably what it was. Holy shit. All right, let's listen to the last 20 seconds then and see if we don't really need to cut it, actually. Let's cut it right here. Cut it right here. It's all about shortcuts. Let's listen to the last 20 seconds.
yeah, that's it for today's session. So hopefully remember what to do. I'll try and remember the well. We're
Well, I mean,
recording.
we'll see a lot of this world, too.
We're recording on Saturday, so we shouldn't be too remembered.
No, that's right. We're recording on Saturday.
Oh, look at that little tower. Kind of Aztec style, right?
Yeah.
That's
No,
cool.
Toys for Bob does amazing work.
Yeah, I'm digging this a lot.
Oh yeah, no, he'll do it loudly enough that if if Mike and I are recording, I'll hear him in the other room, like that. It's like, God damn it, Sam. But yeah, I mean that's typically what a run through of a work session is for me. I'll have this because I won't be streaming. I'll have this on, you know, best full, so the image will look anywhere better as soon as it loads. There we go. You know, a lot of motion blur on this game, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let's save as 7. There we go. Go Sam Smack. I will pay you in couch coins to say this for my voicemail. God damn it, Jay. Well, hold on. Let me make sure it's it's kosher first. Oh, don't worry about it, Blue. All right, hold on. Let me get some ABEV. All right, what do we got here? Oh man. All right, let's do this. Hey you, swaggertastic broski. Jay can't get to the phone right now. Try calling in a while when he let me start that again. Hey you, swaggertastic bros. Oh no, it went off screen. Fuck. All right, here we go. Hey you, swaggertastic broski. Jay can't get to the phone right now. Try calling in a while when he has enough energy to conduct in social interaction. Beepity, boppity, boopity. There you go. That's for you. That's what you get. That's a free one. That's one free. Nosebleeds. Cherry Beppis. That was a free one for you guys. Could also, let me hold on a second. Let's see here. What LF detail are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're on 11. This is my voice with no low audio brought into it. Hopefully it didn't pop in your guys' ears while I was doing that. But let's max that motherfucker out. All right, this is about midway. All right, that's maxed out now. Yeah, that's maxed out now. Sweetie swooty. Going for that bass booty. Going back. What was I at? 11? I was at 11. Let me do that. Beware the pops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, I'm back in my normal settings again. Cool, no pops. That's good. That's good. Well, guys, I mean, I think it was a whole work through of 7 episodes. This is what my damn file folder looks like now. Each one of these little ones is part of like a little save file type deal. These little blankies. Yeah, so we got all Outlast is ready to do a batch render. We got Spyro ready for when Sam... Slide that over. For when Sam is ready to give me that new intro to... Excuse me, pop into each one of those. But yeah. Let me gift you with this real quick that I happened to find while I was getting ready to do renders. There we go. Isn't that terrifying? Holy shit. Fuck. Get that off screen. Get that off screen. That'll be showing up in episode 1, I believe. So you guys have that to look out for. Get ready for the jump scares, because it'll be there. Oh yeah, the randomly generated URL names. Yeah. There are bad fursuits. Now you guys know how I feel about some of the suits that I see. I'm just like, ooh, no, thank you. Don't, no, you stay at least 12 feet distance. 1 for COVID, 1 for just my sanity. That one, it's not a fursuit. It's I think it's a kid's Halloween costume, but it's definitely like one of those ones you're all like, no, thank you. Let's close that down. thank you guys for all being here. I appreciate the hell out of you. Oh, Noct, you showed up right at the end. I'm sorry. The VOD will be available for those of you who showed up to the late to it. I'm sorry. What is that? Redeem, stop right there. Criminy Scrum. Jay, what are you doing? Jay, that's for Spelunky too. Blue, can you fucking... Oh, that was for the 1,000 couch coins? You don't need that. No. Jay, Blue, can you refund his... Thank you. I get that you wanted to do for the voicemail. You wanted to send in your couch coins. Yeah, that one's free. That one's free on me. Love you guys. Thank you all for being here. This was a fun stream. Maybe we'll do more sometime. It was really impromptu. I needed to get some work done. But it was fun to hang out with you. I don't have my little button pressing thing over here to go to credits, so I'm gonna have to stand up and walk away. Make sure that sad Hulk song doesn't play while I do it. But I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Wear a fucking mask. Wash your goddamn hands. Beep, bop, boo.